recognize him and even know his birth name of Nathan Avon Barksdale.
Trying to be like him when I do. His name Nathan, my name Nathan. My name is Dante Barksdale. I'm one of the Barksdales. I'm Bodie Barksdale's nephew. Our mission goal is to stop the killings and the shootings in our neighborhood and toward the people and the children and the young people that killings and shootings is not normal. You know, I grew up in a family, you dig what I'm saying, where it was the norm because, you know, growing up, being ignorant, you think, you know, that you gotta go hard, you gotta do this, do that in the street. You know, man, my mission really is just to, you know what I'm saying, make everybody be family again. You dig what I'm saying? Make sure no killings, no shootings happen. We got a thing called canvassing, what we do in the program. We go out into the neighborhood and we target kids that's 14 to 25, you know, if they recently just been released from prison, we know that they shoot guns. And how we find that out is that we go in the neighborhood, we be nosy, you know, we street niggas, so we know what's going on in the street. And before we hear about it and we hear something drastic that happen, what we do is we interrupt, we intervene. You dig what I'm saying? And then we create alternatives for them. We get them little jobs, GEDs, you know what I mean? We even pay for them to go to driving school. We pay for them to get birth certificates because the problems start way before that little young nigga need to just get a job. I've been part of it. I've been part of the street. You know what I mean? My family, all my uncles, my brothers, my cousins, all of them killers, man. They did that. You know what I'm saying? And now, as we get older, you know, Unc tell us things, man, you know, it's not cool, man. And we try and send a new message. And me, as Fat Tater Barksdale, I'm going to take our family into another direction. You know, and what we going to do is we going to try to stop the killing, stop the shooting, and be on the other side as opposed to the people who are implementing this kind of stuff into the street.
In 3 different settings, Barksdale kept bringing up philosophical thoughts about what could have been had he chosen another path like those he admired.
Reginald Lewis, he was my role model. He was, in the end, seemed to be the most important.
Who was Reginald Lewis?
He was a big shot from Baltimore. He wrote a book called Watch Your White Guys Have All the Fun. He was the king of the hostile takeover thing, you know, legitimate business. You know, he went in there in the white boys thing, and he showed a lot of us. He was the roadmap for us to follow.
Barksdale points to deceased East Baltimore native and Harvard-educated Reginald Lewis as an example of the wealth of talent pervasive but all too often misdirected in the hood. Now, Lewis opened the first African-American law firm on Wall Street. He later orchestrated a leveraged takeover of almost $1 billion. That's a billion with a B.
Well, the next Bodie, I want him to be a captain of industry. I was for a time. I had a construction company, I had a couple businesses, you know. But I want the next Bodie to really be that, you know what I mean?
Dealing with Bodie, if I could turn back the hands of time, you know, I would have really encouraged him to stick with me and stick with what we were doing because it was working, you know. Maybe things might not have turned out the way it did for him, but I guess he didn't really want to give himself a chance. You know, we got to teach these kids how to give themselves a chance, and that's what's wrong. A lot of kids don't know how to give themselves a chance, and we can't, you know, we just got to be an example for them. You know, we can't be telling them don't sell drugs and we buying drugs from them.
Bodie, what is your message to today's kids?
Simplify education, education, education. Because you can't, for one thing, that's the only thing they can't take from you. Meaning that is the establishment or, you know, the Division of Corrections or whatever, the judicial system. They can't take it, what you've learned. They can't take it back. You know, it's in your head. So, and then another thing is you can't succeed in your field, whatever your field is. You know, whether it's the streets, whether it's hustling or whatever. If you're well educated, you're more well prepared. to succeed.
You know, there are those who have questions about whether Barksdale is actually succeeding in overcoming some substantial obstacles.
You need to have stop running around. Maybe somebody said he was drinking or doing drugs.
I got involved in a program called the pain management program because I'm a chronic pain patient. My spine, and I still got 3 bullets in my head. And, you know, I was paralyzed from the neck down and from the waist down also. You know, I lost a foot, you know. So I was self-medicating myself. Actually, that's actually what I was doing. Now I'm a part of this other program. It's still pain management, but you don't cop off the street. They give you, you know, medications that, and they give me acupuncture, right? And those things, they kind of work. And that whole, you know, changing the people, places, and things, that thing, it works. If you be around the people that don't do that, most likely you won't have an interest in doing that.
Barksdale is quick to point out that also applies to violence that is so prevalent in his neighborhood.
Get the fuck out.
The type of violence gangsters became accustomed to, including executions of snitches, cooperating witnesses that sometimes happen right under the noses of the police. Barksdale says he wants no part of that kind of life anymore. Instead, he just wants to continue the family's real estate business. That's music to Barksdale's mom's ears, who wishes she could just reverse the bad things that happened in her son's life. No matter what, Mama wants to make it perfectly clear.
He's my son. He's my son, that's it.
Mama, don't cry for me, 'cause that's the life that I chose to lead. See, Mama, I changed my ways. I praise God, Mama, every day. Mama, don't cry for me, 'cause that's the life that I chose to lead. See, Mama, I changed my ways. I praise God, Mama, every day.